Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Baron here. So, what is better than the PT-76? How about a PT-76 with an 85mm D58 rifled gun smack dab on the top of it? Another Soviet-Russian amphibious tank. This one is the experimental Object 906. So, I'm pretty excited for this. It looks good. Like, I remember when the PT-76 first came out and it didn't float. I was pissed. And then it did float, and I've been really happy with it. I think that map design still needs to account for amphibious tanks, and I think that amphibious tanks should play a bigger role in War Thunder, specifically with Japanese tanks being added. They already announced a few Japanese tanks, one of which has like this amphibious boat attachment to it, and I'm actually kind of just surprised that War Thunder did not show off that to it. But regardless, let's go ahead and read a little bit about this, and you'll see some PT-76 gameplay in the background now that you got the preview out of the way. So several years after the reasonably good PT-76 amphibious tank was deployed, it's reasonably good, it became clear that the vehicle would very soon become obsolete. The arms race was in full swing, and damn it, those Americans were going to the moon. Engineers of the Stalingrad tractor factory undertook to improve the PT-76 to make the tank more suitable for the military doctrine of the time. The new vehicle, whose project was designated Object 906, was intended to surpass the PT-76 in all respects, but the engineers' main task was to significantly improve the tank's armament. They chose the 85mm D58 rifle gun as the tank's main cannon. Armor-piercing, high-explosive, and heat-fin stabilized rounds were produced for the gun. In addition, the engineers implemented several military innovations of the early 60s in the Object 906. The tank's hull was welded from aluminum, or aluminium, which one do you guys pronounce it? Alloy. The gun was equipped with automated loading and a two-plane stabilizer. Wow, if this thing has a stabilized gun and can fire on the move while in the water, that is a huge game changer. Now, I don't really anticipate that, but if it did, I'd be excited. And its small but reliable 300 horsepower diesel engine could bring the tank up to 75 kilometers per hour. I want to know the speed on the water, though. And of course, the tank was amphibious, ensured by the characteristic ship-like shape of the hull and two water propellers. In 1961 to 1962, 6 test units of this models were built. 2 of them were tested in January-August 1963, but never entered service. I wonder why. See, this is the thing like that you never really get. Like, did the ships? The ships. Oh my God! How many of you just got triggered by that? Be honest. Be honest. How many of these amphibious tanks like sunk or had like reliability issues, breakdown issues, something like that? But regardless, the sole remaining Object 906 is currently located at Patriot Park, and we've decided to reproduce this amphibious tank with UTD engine in War Thunder. Object 906 takes its place in War Thunder at rank 5, and USSR's, the United Soviet Socialist Republics. It's the Union, not United. It's not United States. Lightly armored vehicle branch, straight after the ASU-85. You know what's fun? That branch got really exciting with the beginning of the PT-76. Prior to that, it was pretty much a dead branch. Now you have the ASU-57, ASU-85, PT-76, and now this bad boy in it. So like that's one of the coolest, one of the more fun, one of the more unique tank branches in the game, and definitely for the Soviets. This amphibious tank stands out for its excellent mobility, up to 75 kilometers. Ooh, here we go, on land, and a good 12 to 15 kilometers per hour on the water. Its 85mm cannon has 3 types of shells: high explosive, armor piercing, with penetration ability of roughly 200 millimeters, and an excellent heat fin stabilized capable of penetrating up to 300 millimeters of armor. So pretty capable shells. Now you're gonna have to keep in mind that while the vehicle has bulletproof armor, the tank's hull was made from aluminum. ABT-101 aluminum alloy, which was advanced for its time, but it's still aluminum armor, so you're gonna get killed. Object 906 front armor protects from high caliber machine gun fire at close distance, and may also ricochet ammunition of some autocannons due to its sloped angles. However, it cannot protect from armor piercing rounds. The turret armor is traditional, wrought and homogeneous, has 15 millimeters in the front, Wow. And 8mm on the sides and in the rear. On one hand, this means there's a chance that some APHE won't arm, but even a solid shell that penetrates the habitable section of the turret right through can deal significant damage. The commander and gunner both sitting in the turret, and the loading machine's ammunition is housed there too. In short, you're best off not getting in your enemy's sights. Instead, go full throttle and flank your opponent on land or on water. This tank's accurate cannon with its good piercing characteristics can take care of any opponent with a shot to the side or rear, and will send many back to the hangar with a frontal shot. So, not a whole lot of armor going on, but it's a pretty cool vehicle. I'm excited for it. Like, I like vehicles that are a little bit different and kind of change the game with, you know, certain caveats, right? Now, these amphibious tanks, I'm all for them. Keep adding them. We've got a handful of amphibious tanks and armored vehicles right now. And what we need is a little bit of a map change. Like, I think it's like the second Battle of El Alamein. You can't flank around the side of the map in the water without getting like the countdown ticker and then actually being removed from your vehicle and getting killed. Which I think is unfortunate because the water just makes it look like, yes, this would be perfect for amphibious tanks to flank around with. Imagine that. A few amphibious tanks on either side are flanking around and then have a nice little naval battle going on. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, so this funny thing happened today, and it's basically what I'm going to call leave no man behind. You just have to see it. It's pretty epic. Let's check it out right now. Yeah! Take a seat, son. Pibbity pibbity pap. Incoming plane. Look at that SC-122. Don't do it! No! This guy YOLO dived. I don't know how I'm gonna rescue him, but I'm gonna do my best. This guy YOLO dived off the cliff. Oh, man. Alright, buddy. Let's try to do this. Hey. Alright. Come on, buddy. We gotta get you combat efficient. Oh no, man, I don't have the horsepower for this kind of shit. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Super Mario here crashed his damn vehicle off a cliff. Hostile team is capping zone B? Alright, we're gonna build up some momentum. Let's do this! Dude, this is not gonna work. Huh! Oh, hold on. Someone's under attack. He's getting zooed. There we go. Ground unit destroyed. Trying to help my friend. I'm not sure how to do this exactly. Gotta get him from the side. He's like wedged in. Holy shit! Where's the dude on the cliff that's supposed to be watching this shit? You totally missed this Sherman 105. There he is. There's his 50. Alright, we're playing Ring Around the Rosie. I would drop artillery, but I'm more than likely to get killed by my own artillery than he is. Looking for that 50 cal machine gun sticking up on the top. Oh god. Oh god, dude, this is bad. This is real bad. Do you need help? Don't tell me you flipped too. Trying to get after this guy. Artillery fire's coming in. Oh god, he outsmarted us. Shit. Yeah! You may have killed my friend, but you know what? I killed you, and I'm gonna go save this guy, which is someone I should be able to pull up and get him back on his own 2 feet. We got a full mag. Oh god. Artillery, I'm not sure how much it wrecked us. It didn't do a whole lot. We didn't lose any crew members. That's the key thing here. All right, let's try this again. All right, buddy. I got your back. Dude, what's with people YOLO diving, man? Oh, no. Oh, wait. Come on. Come on. I gotta keep my head on a swivel for fear of, like, people respawning and wrecking us. All right, let's try something else. These little thin tracks in the sand, plus, like, my low torque, means we're probably not going to be able to flip this guy, and we definitely didn't have a prayer flipping the SU-122. But we're going to... This is what teamwork... You know, sometimes it's the thought that counts, right? Man, I'm afraid I'm going to get shot like the other guy tried to help. He shot the wrong guy, man. I'm going to try to get behind him and push him. Ugh. You know what, buddy? If this doesn't work, then I'm just gonna like push you to the cap zone. We're gonna cap. You're gonna cap, buddy. I'm gonna push him into the cap. Mission failed? What the shit? Mission failed. We failed to tip that guy, but that was actually kind of funny. One guy YOLO dived. The Sherman killed him. Then we tried. We did our best. I think we need a better flipping mechanic. Maybe tank recovery vehicles. But hey, we got backup vehicles for our little boys. Ladies and gentlemen, that was interesting, to say the least.